Oh, am I live? Is this thing on? Let's see. Should be live. Come on then. Okay, I'm live. I'm live. I'm ready to go. Holy shit. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody that plays Rainbow Six Siege, get ready for a new season. Get ready to move on past the yearly Siege Invitational as G2 Esports claims the title back-to-back years against Empire. Last year, I think it was against EG or Cloud9, one of the two. And it's just insane, all the matches that have happened this past week. It's pretty much why I haven't really been streaming a lot lately, is because of the Siege Invitational. Just watching that and watching the pros do it, it's just all really, really cool. And coming from the Siege Invitational, there's so much content for me to discuss and go over with you guys. It's awesome. I'm excited for video games, dude. I'm excited for Siege in general. Like, you guys don't understand how awesome Rainbow Six Siege is right now. And how awesome it's going to become. It's going to become. Excuse me. I'm damn excited, man. I'm going to be on PlayStation tonight, screwing around and probably just solo queuing ranked games or going into Road SI, but holy Jesus, man. Holy Jesus. I kind of just want to jump right into it. Let's just jump into the meat and potatoes of this. Okay. So, let's, let me go back to my editor screen and pull up the magical Chrome website where we're on. That's cool. Alrighty. The new Operation Burnt Horizon, which we're just going to call Operation Outback because Australia. Right, mates? Alright, mates. Operation Australia. We're going to fuck some cunts up and we're going to fuck them right upside down. We're going to flush the toilets backwards, give them a swirly. Gonna chunder. Can't you hear the thunder? You know, we should just call this Operation Men at Work, just for giggles and shits. But that's beside the point. I shouldn't be that condescending toward the Aussies, because the Aussies are amazing. Operation Outback. Operators and map guides, it got revealed today. So we're just going to go over the video to start off before we get into the reading portion of things. Am I able to... I don't want to do that. It's not appropriate. Okay, so that just shrinks around what I've got, so I'm not going to be able to really read chat. Okay. Oh, you know what I could do? Here, honestly, I should just do this. Pop out chat. Pop out. Yeah. And then we could come over here. And that could just go right there. Right on, Twitch. Alright. Meat and potatoes this. Just the overall map review. Probably gonna have to flip it over to here for you guys to hear sound. But let's go over this. Let's watch the whole video first, and then we could just do a VOD review. Or whatever you want to call it. Here.
Operation Burnt Horizon is taking Rainbow Six Siege to Australia, bringing 2 new operators, 1 new map, and just really a lot of nasty-looking spikes. Now these may look like something a defender would throw down, but they're actually deployed by an attacker. And this standard-issue drone being used to scout enemy positions, it's being controlled by a defender. Seems like there's no better place to mix things up than down under. An attacker named Gridlock is who you have to thank for all those pointy new obstacles in your way. She calls these mechanical marvels tracks
Alright, before we go over this, before we go over the map, how many minutes are left in this? About a minute and a half. Alright, let me look at chat real quick just to make sure that no one's chatting. Alright, cool. We'll play the rest of this out.
Buildings join together in an L shape. Each one has color-coded accents to help you get oriented as you navigate from the garage, blue, through the restaurant, green, and into the motel, yellow. There's a stuffed shark, a rodeo bull, and a host of other landmarks to help with callouts, as well as plenty of breakable walls and floors for our 2 new operators to destroy using their super shorty shotgun sidearms. I'm reloading! Gridlock, the Queen of Spikes, and Mozzie, Mr. Steelio Drone, are hitting the road with Team Rainbow in Operation Burnt Horizon, though they still call Australia home. To stay up on the latest from Year 4 of Rainbow Six Siege, subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit us at news.ubisoft.com.
Okay, let's go over this. Guys, let's go over this. Let's go over my thoughts and opinion on this damn map. This whole entire Burnt Horizon, Operation Outback, Operation Jumping Ruse. Total, just overview of the operators and the gadgets. And a little bit of the map. Okay, so, first things first, what do we come up on? Come up on Chris Waters' gameplay, cool.
Issue drone being used to scout enemy positions. It's being controlled by a defender.
Alright, hold on.
Like there's no better on the ground.
So, the first attack that we come across is Gridlock. Gridlock deploys these fucking tracks, stinger tracks, whatever the fuck she calls them. And these are immediately seen as overpowered. Just the amount you could lay down immediately is just too much. As of right now, there's 6 right there, 5 right there. Count them. 7, 8. Right there, that's 1. That's 1 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 fucking tracks per 1 deployment. That's not okay. Unless that's 2. Unless these little ones are just the start of 1. I don't know. But that's 17 right there.
Marvels, tracks, stingers. Throw one on the ground.
Alright.
And it
1, 2,
immediately starts the
3, 4.
clusters.
Oh, okay, it doesn't really count. So,
Spikes. It throws a
yeah, look at that. That's a fuck ton just off of 1. So I think they made it 17 track spikes per thing. Which, no. What balance does that bring to anything? That's crazy. Also, this ACOG scope, though. Oh, shit. That's pretty nutty. Immediately.
out a lot of them, allowing you to really jam up a staircase or a hallway or cover a large area of a room. Toss
Oh, wait, how many is that right there? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It looked maybe 13 to 17 from what I saw. So 13 to 7, it's over 10 of these mats that are just on the floor. That's crazy. And she has 2 that she could deploy. So she could realistically deploy anywhere between 26 to 34 in one area.
a track stinger through a hatch or between floorboards to exert some pressure from above, or lob one into an area where you know a defender is hiding to put them in a
Okay, hold on. Look at the damage count here.
position.
10 damage per tick running over these. That's 170 damage if you run over all of them. That tick amount is crazy high. That's just too high. Immediately unbalancing. Like, their big thing here is to counter flanks and to counter... mainly to counter attackers on flanking routes. But at the same point, that defender's not going to have a chance because of how much noise it's going to make. Because Jaeger can't, like, fucking shoot it, which is stupid. And 10 damage? By the time you're done running through those, you're just about dead anyway. So you've got to have a full-on, like, you've got one shot, if that, to counter an offender on flanking routes. That in itself is just way too insane. And probably will be abused the hell out of. I mean, could you imagine a Nomad Gridlock flank? Like, why? If you Nomad an area, right, and the defender doesn't see the Nomad thing, and then these fucking things are right there. What? That is a load of nutty shit right there, dude. And you heard how much sound that made, right? So to the casual player, they're probably not going to really notice that too much. But to somebody that, you know, is into playing the game, likes to sound hard, likes to pick up on audio cues, that's dead giveaway, dude. That's crazy.
Jaeger's ADS. It can't affect Gridlock's gadget at all. Attackers can traverse the spikes, no problem. But defenders who dare to tread on them will have three things happen that you really don't want to happen to you in Siege. They will take damage, they will be slowed down, and they will make noise.
Okay, the fact that it does all three of that, it's like barbed wire. But it does 10 ticks of damage to you. Now, obviously, barbed wire should do a little bit of something to you, maybe like 1 tick. But for fucking for these to do 10 over time, are you like goddamn Bigfoot stepping on them or something like that? Like, how? See, that's 10 ticks of damage right there. That's stupid. It's enough to make me think twice about, like, wanting to play against a Gridlock. Like, TTS, when this gets released to the TTS, this is going to get abused hardcore. And I'm glad it's going to be in TTS before they put it in the main game. Because, holy shit, this is going to need a mega balancing. I don't know what they were thinking in pre-elf. Look at this shit. If you're in a kick or clutch moment right here, in a clutch moment right here, against, say, you know, a defender holding an angle, and you know you could get to that bomb without these and alerting the defender, being stealthy, but you see these here, that's game. That's game unless you could get unless you know where that defender is, and that defender could be anywhere on any of these maps. This spells game over for anybody trying to disable a bomb in a clutch scenario. Like, that's crazy. Okay, and it looks like if you just stay on it, it does the 10 ticks of damage, but it doesn't do it over time. So it doesn't do ticks over time, which is arguably the only good thing about these.
Destroy them. Bullets, explosives, or melee attacks. Even better, destroy the track stinger device during the deployment process in order to stop some or all.
Okay, if you're right next to her like that, there's some telltale signs of she not having good map awareness, or you're about ready to get it destroyed.
All of the clusters from spawning. Keep in mind, though, that all of these actions are noisy, and you risk alerting the attacking team to your whereabouts.
See, that right there. That right there is going to be the start of many nerfs to this character already. Like, that's fucking crazy that they would even think of a gadget to do that.
And since the attacking team now includes Gridlock with her F90 assault rifle or her M249 LMG, you might want to think twice about attracting attention.
Do I even comment on this? On how ridiculous this is? When I first read this in leaked patch notes, I was like, okay, you know, this is kind of a cool concept. Maybe it's just a device that he lays down in a drone hole, and maybe the drones just pass through it and they have it shot, you know, just to not go in the drone hole. But no, it's a fucking portal cannon that you just shoot at them. And it's got a proximity alert to it. Which is the balancing aspect of this, but I doubt that Mozzie is going to be having these trapped around corners or whatever with that proximity alert. And it delays the drone process, but that also delays the game. Which is crucial because any information that you could get is absolute crucial. And later on we find that, you know, they can be hacked by a Dekebi. And Mozzie can control these, but it's only him that can control these. Let's backtrack. He can control everything, even Twitch drones. That right there adds a whole new element of what the hell. Because that turns the whole entire offense around on itself. That's potentially bomb prevention or diffuser prevention. No, plant prevention. Intel gathering. So what you could do is that you could drive these drones out, say the most credible drones on the map. You could drive them outside the map. So you could drive the 2 Twitch drones outside the map, and they explode. Right? There's so much that you could do with this, and I'm not calling it unbalanced. I'm just calling it mega silly what it does. Okay, hold on. Look at that AoE! That's insane for something to track that. For something to track that drone. And also the circle isn't, this whole entire dome circle area isn't, it's kind of a fucked up looking thing, isn't it? It's not a complete circle. But anything that really enters the zone, the thing will go right on top of it. Like, why? I mean, it should have a shorter radius. Maybe of like 2 meters. 1.5 meters. But nothing like this. This is bigger, I think, bigger than a mute jammer radius. And this thing pretty much acts as a jammer, but it jams drones and you just control them. And that's pretty crazy to me. And we can kind of see it right here what happens. Like, why? What the fuck? I don't know what Yubi was thinking with this operator or the other one. But there's going to be a lot of balancing acts that are going to happen. And I think one of the biggest ones should be Jaeger's ADS should be able to destroy Gridlock's mines as soon as they're deployed. Because there's no other counter to it. Other than just shooting it straight out. I think Jaeger should be the one that has the ability to counter it. Or maybe Twitch, or maybe it has like a sensor that Twitch can shoot, and Mozzie has the ability to take over Twitch drones and just shoot them out. I don't know. But Gridlock on her own right now needs Jaeger to hard counter, because as of right now she has no natural hard counters. She's essentially a lion, a pre-nerf lion, or pre-rework lion. without, you know, seeing everybody. Which is crazy, especially at offense.
Can hack one drone and add it to Mozzie's fleet. Once a drone is hacked, Mozzie gains control of it, driving, jumping, shocking, tagging, parking it in sneaky spots, just living the drone life. He can't pick them up, and if he drives a drone outside for more than a few seconds, he'll lose the hack and the drone will be lost, even to its original owner. But each drone Mozzie keeps in play is a valuable new intel source that joins the
Yeah, so essentially it's just like a glorified camera unless you're on a Twitch drone. So right now you're hoping there's no like new major drone operators, otherwise, or no major drone ops on offense, otherwise Gridlock pretty much, I mean Mozzie pretty much counters them.
Now, defenders will see a special outline that shows them which drone not to shoot, but attackers will have to look.
And of course, you've got to look for the blue sign, which is just, I don't know, man. I don't think that should necessarily be the balancing act to this. I think there should be something wrong with the bot, like its turn or something. I don't think Mozzie should have complete control over it. I think the drone should freeze up every now and again or make some kind of weird movement, thus signaling the attackers that, hey, this thing's kind of hacked and kind of effed right now. I think that would work out a lot better. Of course, high IQ is going to be a hard counter to it. Or a soft counter to it. And then DKB. Okay, this bothers me. That right there bothers me to the max. Because that essentially, this DKB hack could essentially, she could potentially just take the drone back. She should be able to take the drone back with a hack. I mean, that should be one of her like major useful tools here. She should be able to hack that and be able to drive off with it. Rehack. She should be the hard counter to Gridlock. But she's only got control of camera movement and not drone movement, which doesn't make sense. So I think that's another balancing thing you should add to DKB. It should be a hard counter to I want to call him Percy Jackson. Mozzie. All right, map. Let's go over the map. Outback's pretty cool. I like the petrol station and the garage hotel and yeah, I think it's the petrol station.
Before venturing out into the bush. It's comprised of 3 main buildings joined together in an L shape. Each one has color-coded accents to help you get oriented as you navigate from the garage, blue, through the restaurant, green, and into the motel, yellow.
Okay, or restaurant. So it's kind of cool that they got color codes. So if you need to call out where a defender is, you just say they're in between blue-green, which is garage and restaurant. I think the color code accents are really cool and a really good feature to this map. But we'll have to see how this plays on TTS soon.
And Mozzie, Mr. Steelio Drone.
That's a stupid pun. But anyway, let's go to the meat and potatoes of this. So we got a nice look at our fucking 3-speed or 3 armor attacker, which hasn't been a thing since the beginning of Rainbow Six, which is pretty cool. Her name is Mozzie. And a new season is coming to Rainbow Six Siege, kicking off the 4th year ongoing support and regular updates for the tactical first-person shooter. Operation Burnt Horizons brings the action to Australia, including Gridlock, an attacker who can deploy damaging clusters of spikes on the floor. Mozzie, a defender who can attack teams' drones and take them for his own intel gathering. And a new map called Outback. Damn, that's the most Canadian Australian I think I've ever sent. Blah, blah, blah. Rebar. Gridlock bolsters the attacking team's area denial capabilities with their track stingers. Throw one on the ground, and it immediately starts deploying clusters and defender damaging spikes in a radial pattern, as you saw in the video. Each stinger produces quite a lot of spike clusters, allowing you to really jam up a staircase, hallway, or cover a large area of a room. Attackers can traverse the spikes without hindrance, but defenders who dare to tread them on take damage, be slowed down, and make noise. Okay, listen, it could be 2, but not 3. Track stingers allow Gridlock to obstruct flanking routes or surround a planted diffuser with a defense perimeter. Toss a track stinger through a hatch between floorboards to exert some pressure from above, or lob into an area you know a defender is hiding to pull them out into prickly position. Blech. Okay, so this is just basically what he said in the video. It's actually concept art, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's the video, and just going over that. Another thing that I'd like to go over here is the season overview. What's going to happen within the next year of Rainbow Six Siege. So coming up, we have the new map Outback. We're having a mid-season event, which is really cool. So I think they're going to bring back kind of what Outbreak was, but in a new light, which I think will be really cool. There's going to be a lot of balancing acts, a lot of player behavior. Oh my god, this is so cool. We'll go over this really quickly because oh shit. All right, where's it at? Was it via Rainbow Six Esports they saw that? No, it's not. Let me go to my Twitter page real quick. Of course, I'm not logged in. All right. So, this shit right here is awesome. This is going to limit the amount of toxic players who play this game tenfold, which is amazing. This is for people who purposely kill teammates and kind of acts as an oops button in itself. It's genius. Okay, that right there in itself is amazing. Yeah, you can accidentally kill one teammate, but killing the other one can't happen. They don't take any damage whatsoever, but you absorb all of the damage that you throw at them, which is the shit. Right there, that's a 3-shot. That's not normally a 3-shot, so it fully kills you within 3 shots of accidentally shooting or purposely shooting another teammate. I could see how that could go as an oops button, but at the same time, that right there should warn you, oh shit, I shot my teammate. I probably shouldn't do that. So going back to here, we have Season 1, the 2 new operators, Gridlock and Mozzie. They're from Australia. The new Outback map, the mid-season event, balancing player behavior, playlist updates. So cool. everything that you played within the Road to Seas Invitational, the ranked, the Pro League playlist rules are now getting transferred over to ranked, with picks and bans coming in during, I think, mid-season 1 or maybe season 2. That right there is how Siege needs to be. And I'm glad that they listened to their community on that one. Okay. So, season 2, we have an American operator and a Denmark operator with a map rework to Cafe Dostoevsky. Awesome. Cafe Dostoevsky needed a remake. I'm happy that we're going to be getting a new operator from another country. I'm happy we're getting another American in here. I cannot see what's going on with that. It's going to be awesome. Season 3, we got an operator from Peru and an operator from Mexico. Awesome. We got some LATAM operators. Awesome. New LATAM operators. Cannot wait to play them. No new map this season outside of Outback, which is good. They're gonna be working Canal. Canal is an extremely unbalanced map that needed to be balanced like 3 seasons ago. So glad that they're finally getting around to that. Season 4, we're gonna see an operator from that's either Kenya or Mozambique. One of the South Central Africa countries we're going to see an operator from, which is going to be awesome. And then we're going to see our first Indian operator. So that's going to be kind of cool to see. And we're going to see a theme park rework. I don't know what about theme park need to be reworked. Hopefully it's not too much. Maybe it's just to throw it back into ranked rotation. Hopefully we see all the maps in ranked rotation eventually. But I'm happy that they're going to be working theme park during season 4. So that's kind of like the season 4 overview. Awesome. Cannot wait to play on all of these. Cannot wait to do a lot of good coverage on all these. And the next and I think final thing that I wanted to say was this. I kind of called this out back when a lot of people kind of called this out back when we saw her face change, because usually when you see an operator face change, that usually means they're going to get an elite skin. So, unless you're Blitz, who got his face changed too many times. Yes. Habana now has a new face and an elite skin. And she's sponsored by Under Armour. She has some relation to Frost here. All this is fucking sick. I love how what they did with Habana kind of made her do traditional Japanese bow work here. It's called Unkochishin? I don't know how to pronounce that. That's about the best I could pronounce that. New gadget skin for her fidget spinners. New weapon skin for the Type 99, Supernova, P29, and Bearing 9. So these 3 will also affect Echo as well. So you'll be able to use these elites on Echo. And her new Elite Chibi skin. Available when Burnt Horizon comes out. So I'm excited to get this. I'm excited for this one. And I'm excited for the next one. But I think it's awesome what they're doing here. Kind of like giving her this traditional Japanese look. And that is such a cool skin for her X-Gyros. I don't know what that says in Japanese, though. Something. Maybe it says Habana. But all that looks really, really cool. You gotta love how she has like one Under Armour glove on and one just not Under Armour. Yeah, but that all looks really neat, and that's definitely gonna be a fun skin to play around with. So anyway, I think that's all I needed to cover on Siege. For the most part, I'm not entirely sure. Let me go ahead and go back to Rainbow Six Siege here. See if there's anything on their Twitter that I missed that I wanted to go over. There was no word on the Lion rework that I saw. So anyway, there's just a lot of shit that you could just go watch on their YouTube channel and their Twitter page. They came out with 2 new movies, a lore video and a To Win It All documentary. Both these are excellent videos and add a lot of things to the game that you wouldn't necessarily expect, which is really cool. We won't be watching them here today. But if you guys want to, you guys can go ahead and do that whenever you want. But for now, I think I'm going to close this out and play some Siege for the night for a little while. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and close out Chrome. And ow! My eyes are hurting. And we're going to go ahead and play some video games, man. I'm excited to play.